So, and you had mentioned that you were an electrician.
Yes.
Before, and then you went to nursing school?
Well, I had a chance to retire and get a small pension, and then change my career. And my wife did the same thing, and basically we went through a shift. And I went to nursing school, and she went to divinity school. And together we just were students for a while.
Wow.
And it was really, really neat. And in nursing school, I studied really hard, and I loved it. So it got me into a whole new field, dealing with a whole new group of people, learning basically a new language.
Oh, yeah.
The medical language is just, it's like going to Mars, I went from construction to nursing, and it's just, it's totally different.
That's a shift.
Yeah, it really is. It's been fun, and that was 10 years ago, and since then I've evolved into kind of a personal trainer / nurse. So I have 2 jobs. One is a nursing job at Spectrum, working with alcoholics. And the other job is this one, which I really, really like. I mean, it makes me feel better.
Right.
Helping people with diabetes, for instance, lower their doses and actually get off medication. See them get better physically so that they don't need to take the medication anymore.
Right. And that's all under doctor's orders.
Oh, yes.
So it's just to, I don't want anybody to think, and I don't think you said it that way, but just to be very clear, I haven't seen anybody that in the personal training field or the fitness field that I've talked to anyway, that we've talked to here in the time that we've been, that says, all right, you're not taking the medicine anymore.
No, absolutely.
It's all that through the exercise, you don't, now it eliminates the need for that.
The doctor will write out a prescription for exercise, and it goes right along with your the rest of your medication.
Right.
And together, it works really well.
Well, I want to just share this one thing too from my own experience. I was taking Lipitor for high cholesterol, and through exercise, that's not necessary anymore.
No.
So, I think as we get older, more medication may be required in certain things, and in no way do we diminish, especially, you're in the medical field. You know that, medicines are there to help people, but if you can do something to help yourself not have to take those kind of things, why not?
Well, Lipitor has side effects, and if you can, get off the medication, you won't have to deal with the side effects.
Right.
And exercise will help you do that.
Well, isn't the cure like a side effect too?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, that's it's. I'm always intrigued by folks like yourself. You've done something. I've decided to make a career change myself. I'm hoping to get into education, and I had a career in telecommunications, and I think there was something I know there was something burning inside of me. It sounds like it was the same for you, to do something. And when we get fulfillment out of helping people, that it makes, when you have passion for what you're doing, I think getting out of bed in the morning is not difficult.
No.
And you find new ways of enjoying, use your creativity, you engage rather than, that,
Yes,
we're not part of the flying monkey crew in the Wizard of Oz. We're living life, and not every day is like, hunky dory, but you're involved in life more, and it's not like this blur because of all the busyness and everything else included in it. So I'm always encouraged by meeting folks like yourself, because in no way I think either one of us would advocate that, go quit your job and go do what you like. Let's see if you can build a rocket and fly over the Grand Canyon. You got to be realistic. You got to put a plan together, or those kind of things, and things can happen. And it's a terrific life that everybody has a right to be reasonably happy. And if physical exercise, I think the stamina can bring more. The stamina of doing exercise brings more. It's a byproduct of just developing more opportunities to be happy.
Right.
You know.
Well, if you're not in pain,
yeah.
then you got a smile on your face.
Ah.
Usually. Yes.
Right. Right.
And,
right.
If a typical American goes along and sits on the couch and eats Twinkies, that by the time they're 50, they're going to have issues. And
yeah.
you know, that's what's happening.
Well, that's
you see that happen.
Yeah, that's a great point. And you know, I remember hearing from my doctor that he said, you know, what do you do when the first time I went to him, and he said, so what do you do for exercise? And I said, well, I walk. And he said, everybody walks, Joe. And so this guy was no nonsense. And he says, I get up at 5:30 in the morning and I run. I make sure I bring it part of my day. And you know, he could have been construed as a little fanatical, but he was in excellent shape. He's probably 50 some odd years old. Is still in fantastic shape. But make sure he has those you know, when you schedule those kind of things in, like you say, you put it in your appointment, and you're taking care of yourself. You know, you benefit. Like
everybody
you say.
benefits.
Yeah.
Everybody you work with, everybody you live with, everybody you love.
Yeah. You know, so I guess just another point of, you know, I didn't realize that I wasn't. I was just kind of like almost flatlining, kind of like, you know, blah, that white noise kind of life. You know, because we can be blown around like a piece of paper in a windstorm, right? I think of that sometimes, just like, and not feeling any kind of control at all. And that's, you know, it's important not to have that kind of, you know, it can lead to a lot of, you know, issues. It could be depression. It could be, you know, just, you know, you don't realize where you're heading, I think.
Until you get there.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're there, and how the heck did I wind up here? I played sports, I did this, I did that, and now I'm sitting here on the couch watching TV, and other people are living their life, but I'm not.
Right.
Why? Right. So.
Well, part of what happens is a lot of us, particularly women, are taught to put themselves second. And when you put yourself second, everybody else comes first. And that mentality transfers over to taking time, or doesn't transfer over to taking time for yourself.
Right.
Self-care.
Right.
And when I mention self-care to some people, it really breaks them up, because they've never allowed in their life time for themselves.
That, you know, I mean, that strikes a chord really loud, and I know that I need to be more focused on being part of the general, you know, the making sure everybody else is getting what they need as well. You know, so I have a wife that is very much everybody comes first. She's a wonderful woman. She comes to the gym though every morning. We go. You know, that's been the greatest thing about not being employed at the current time. I come to the gym with her every morning. We work out.
Well, so is mine. My wife comes to the gym every morning, does spin and body pump, and she feels great. She looks great, and we've been married 40 years.
That's
awesome.
I
still think she feels great and looks great.
Well, that's that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. You know, my buddies are trying to figure out what my wife sees in me that the rest of them are missing. But you know, and I scratch my head sometimes thinking about that. But anyway, we've talked about a lot of different things. I think it's time that we're going to start doing some exercise and you know, go through some different things. So